So it's currently 7 o'clock in the AM. If I look like a zombie, it's because I just woke up. I will be eating a Belgian waffle made with Kodiak power cakes, flapjack and waffle mix, Pete's coffee, and this Kirkland syrup that makes a mess every time you pour it. Alright, so the next part of my morning routine is yoga. To be honest, I wouldn't even say I necessarily like yoga. I sort of have to force myself to do it every day. I've started having like back pain, hip pain, and working a little yoga into my routine helps me feel maybe even just 10% better every day.
Press the palms together, lengthen through the crown of the head. Breathe.
You know, it's not that hard for me to grow a mustache, but I've never really grown it out past this. 1,000 likes, I'll grow out the mustache. But until then... Alright, so 9 AM is typically when I like to start working. One of the benefits of working freelance or working remote is a lot of the time you can choose your own schedule. Technically, I'm a freelance videographer right now, meaning I shoot and edit videos for clients. So I have 3 videos in sort of my editing queue. I have one that's pretty much done. It looks like I just need to make a super minor revision, which I can totally get done this morning. And the other 2 I still have to finish editing. One of my big philosophies when I'm delivering client videos is I almost always try to get the video done a day before the deadline. 1, this gives me a little bit of a buffer if I want to do more to the video or it's taking longer or life happens. 2, think of like when you order a package from Amazon and it's something you're super excited for and then it comes a day early. It's just like the best feeling. Now think about when you order something, you're super excited for it and it doesn't come the day they say it's gonna come. And it's a day late or 2 days late. And that feeling, you're just angry. You're like, what the heck? I was counting on this. I was depending on it. Amazon, what have you done? It's all about the client experience. I want them to be happy working with me. When it comes to lunch breaks and things like that, typically I just work it around like a render schedule. This video has a lot of noise reduction, a lot of color grading. It's gonna be like a 15-minute render. So during that time, that's when I like to take lunch just to be efficient. Say hi, Pete. I'm actually a huge believer in taking breaks during your edit. Coming back with a fresh set of eyes is the best way to do it. You see things like, oh, my color grade was way off. Or maybe the pacing is way too fast and you're like, I have no idea what's going on here. I try to keep my lunches pretty short in that like 20 to 40 minute period. Sometimes it's a little longer if I cook something for lunch, but I like to get a little bit of a brain break in. There you go. Awesome. Thank you. So I just picked up a new book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I think that's what it's called. It's a book on like personal finance and stuff like that. Before this year, I hadn't read a book like of my own free will by choice for probably 4 or 5 years. I made a goal at the new year to read 6 books this year. It's currently June and I've read 3, so I'm right on track. I used to think self-help books were kind of corny.
You cannot learn from books.
But honestly, self-help books are just like a life hack. For $10, you're getting access to the wisdom and knowledge of someone who's probably a lot smarter than you, older than you, has gone through more than you, and they've condensed all they've learned into a single book. We've all got weaknesses, we've all got insecurities, things we want to work on. And I think as soon as I admitted that, hey, I don't have it all together, I don't know that much about finances and money, I do care too much about what people think of me, I do want to reach my goals and dreams, but I don't know how. As soon as I sort of admitted to myself that I do have weaknesses, that's when I started reading and learning and trying to overcome them. Anyways, I'm gonna go find a coffee shop and get some more work done.
What can I get you?
Can I just get a tall Americano? I got a bunch of YouTube work done for my personal channel. I answered a bunch of comments, which I've been slacking on the past couple days. I got an outline complete for my next video, so it was pretty productive. If you've been following my channel, you know that right now I'm really trying to experiment and kind of doing some soul searching, trying to figure out what direction I want to take my channel next. Overall, it's gonna stay related to like filmmaking, content creation. That's just who I am. I'm trying to be more intentional with what I'm making. Wow, it is really windy. So I kind of mentioned earlier, I'm honestly struggling with a lot of like back pain, leg pain. Things like running and working out are honestly just uncomfortable for me. However, slacklining has been one of the things I've been able to do, and I'm trying to stay on my feet more. I don't think this is caused by video editing by any means, but sitting in a chair all day is certainly not helping. The only thing I had to get done today is already done. I'm gonna be editing a lot more tonight, but it's time for a little break. I really like the idea of cooking, making something delicious, eating healthy, but to be honest, I do not have the patience for it. If something takes more than 10 minutes from start to finish, that's way too long for me. But I've got the frozen steamed vegetables, some ravioli, and a protein smoothie for dinner. Alright, and we are gonna call that for the day. I really got into a flow state there. I normally consider myself a morning person, but sometimes late at night I can really just start cranking some workout. Admittedly, a lot of days it is just like 8 to 10 hours at a computer, staying at home for the most part, but it is nice having some flexibility, being able to mix things up to sort of accommodate my schedule. If you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to make more things like this, and as always, have fun, stay creative, and I'll see you all in the next one.